clear water.
Guys, I've been fighting the battle with water, and it's been hard. But I've scoured the internet for all the best tutorials on this subject, and stolen parts of them, and Frankensteined them back together until I've reached the best top-down water shader. At least for this game. So when I started this journey, I remember looking at a pixel art video from Tuts by Kai. Hopefully I pronounced that right. And he shows how to animate water using a few frames in Sprite. We followed a version of it. His results are better. And despite a margin of success here, it proved to us one thing. Animating a whole set of 49 pixel art water tiles may not be the way you want to spend a whole day, a week, or month of your life, unless maybe you really love that sort of thing. We had this vision of being able to watch waves roll up on the beach. And while this animation actually turned out pretty good, to be fair, it is only about halfway done. And that's being generous. There's still all the outward and inward corner tiles that need to go with it. This method alone is also missing something that all good water effects have these days: distortion. So after learning a little bit about shaders, I was able to take some noise and apply it to a color rectangle in the game. This was the effect that I was looking for. Using a similar strategy, I added fractals and mixed it with a watercolor. And having achieved this, I thought to myself, that is until I tried to apply it to a tile map layer. Yeah, that went well. This crazy effect happens because shaders are tied directly to an entire image. In the case of tile maps, pieces of a texture are being shuffled and duplicated everywhere. If you want to use this shader, it has to be confined to whole textures of a specific size. You also have to sandwich it between tile map layers, or make large pond and lake shapes. Probably not the best way to go, especially if you're thinking about procedural generation, or just building levels in general. Now I have heard that this is solvable with a sub-viewport, but figuring out how to make this work isn't something that I've been able to do. It's complicated. This takes me to the next tutorial by Hexagon Nico. If you're interested in top-down Zelda, you should check out his Steam page. His shader solves this problem by importing single tiles at a time. The other nice thing about it is that the tiles actually move and it's pixel perfect. There are some limitations though. There's no movement in the texture across the tiles. Textures are restricted to the tile size, and animated tiles are tricky. The last tutorial I'll reference is from Just Codes, and believe it or not, this video is not really related to water at all. She has her own shader for that, but it does not apply this amazing piece of code that is present right here. Using this, we can take large textures and stretch them across tile maps without them getting sliced and shuffled all over the place. After seeing this, I thought, is there any way to insert this code and fix the shader that I constructed earlier? I think I spent a solid day just tweaking the script, trying to find out if it could even work. And, spoiler alert, it does. You may notice that we've also added an effect to make the water appear like it's splashing in and out of the edges. To do this, we've made the water 100% blue and the edges red. This allows us to change the red to the fractal color and multiply it by a channel in the noise, which creates varying opacity. We can also apply a texture to the fractals that enables pixelation and change any of the other settings that we want. We can even make this water oil or poison or lava, which looks pretty nice by the way if you run it in HDR. And that finally solves our water problems. Links for all the tutorials are in the description, and if you think someone else's water is better than mine, feel free to tell us in the comments. We can take it. Thanks for joining us for another devlog with O Generation's Aiden, a pixel art strategy RPG that is based off my wife's book series. If you'd like to support the game or the channel, please like and subscribe. Hope to see you next time, and see you later.
Cool, clear water.